All right, my guest tonight is the hilarious, the eccentric, the intelligent, highly intelligent, and always interesting Jeffrey Gurian.
Comedy. I thought he was the king of comedy when I first saw him, because he just looks like he's in charge of comedy.
Don Juan meets Hugh Hefner meets Phil Spector in terms of if I had to like bottle him up or whatever and encapsulate him in something.
He's singular pretty much in everything about him is individual, from the hair, which I'm sure many people have talked about already, to his literally rose-colored glasses, I think, right? he literally has rose-colored glasses.
I love Jeffrey. He was at a restaurant. I'm sitting around going, oh, fuck. They would serve some ice cream. I didn't have a spoon, and this motherfucker pulls out a spoon out of his yeah. I'm like, who the fuck carries a spoon?
No, wait a minute. Isn't
Jeffrey carries around a fucking spoon?
I'm envious of Jeff. It's a righteous thing, man. It really is. Jeff is amazing.
So yeah, Jeffrey is just unique, but in just such an endearing, genuine way. He's got a gentle spirit, a warmth. He's very touchy-feely. He's very tactile. He's a healer.
He's a healer.
And you feel that. All joking aside, when he touches you, there's a warmth to it. It's very present. I don't know if that warmth comes from the hair. Maybe that it was all tied together. It was an electrical incident. But
he's always. I love when he's at the shows. He's always like a calming presence.
Jeffrey knows everybody in comedy, in the comedy business.
He knows people that aren't in comedy yet but going to be.
That's right. He's got like a file. He tracks people down before they're even comedians. If you don't know Jeffrey, then you're probably not a comedian. You're not really a comedian because he's just that entrenched in the business, and he's like John said, he's everywhere. He pops up. You're never surprised to see Jeffrey.
You know what? They should get that motherfucker his own show.
Jeffrey, don't take my picture. The last time I heard sounds like that, I was at Michael Vick's house. Like that one, Jeffrey. Should I do that on stage?
Give me a town card to get to the
tell
strip.
Richie, yeah.
I don't think Richie will do that.
You never know. It's great to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Look at all the pretty women taking pictures of
We should be taking pictures of you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's an alternate universe.
Did you?
Whatever, we can talk about that later. So, welcome to Night of Too Many Stars, Sarah.
Good to see you, Dr. Jennifer.
Oh, awesome.
So take this as an invitation. Anytime you want to come to the comic strip,
I will definitely do that.
Will you?
Oh, cool, I promise. I'll come by. I'd love to. I know. I know my history.
Still love the interview that you gave us for the book. It was phenomenal.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. It was great to see you.
Good to see you as always.
All the best.
Take care.
He has great taste in women, but tonight his date is a dog.
He is a producer, a director, a radio announcer, an author. Have I left anything out? Actor, comedian, plumber, dentist. He's a dentist. Please give it up for Jeffrey Gurian.
Thank you, Sharon. The dentist thing is just a rumor. It started when I graduated from dental school.
Am I in this book somewhere?
Yeah, you are.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Did you write me that joke too?
Out of book.
What do you think about the Kanye tweet?
I think it's cool.
Man. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Excellent.
I got a question for Will Ferrell. I understand that you have a degree.
Multitask.
Yeah, exactly. What is the next sport that you'd like to do?
I'd love to do an expose on a guy who
interviews people with a handheld mic and video camera and just travels the world. It creates a new sport.
When most of like the good conversation happens and like the good like relationship building, the bonding, if I'm not there, I'm gonna miss it. So I go down and like occasionally have a puff or whatever.
It's a good thing they don't do drugs.
That's true.
Comedy? Do you enjoy comedy? And would you ever do stand-up?
I do not have the balls big enough, excuse my French, to do comedy. I don't think I'd be able to handle hecklers very well.
You beat them up.
Yeah, it's like, and that's not funny.
I'd like to see that.
I think you lose the audience when that happens,
that
don't you?
That would be a great sketch on SNL of a
funny.
comic who takes on the audience. That would be great.
That would be funny.
It would be any desire to do comedy?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I do comedy all the time. I just don't do like the. I try. I mean, not try not, but I just haven't ended up in a lot of like just comedy.
What I like best is that you're breaking down a stereotype. Until recent years, no one knew that Indian people could be funny. It just wasn't happening. And then, would you actually ever like to do comedy?
I'd love to, yeah.
Have you ever serious about doing comedy?
Romantic comedy coming your way.
Sounds great. You have a real comedic flair. Have you ever thought of trying stand-up comedy? Or
No. Oh, no.
No?
I have utmost respect for stand-ups, but writing your own material and then hoping that people find it funny would just make me so insecure.
It's the hardest thing in the world.
I
Weren't you on Dancing with the Stars?
No,
No,
they didn't hook me up with you, so I quit.
Yeah.
To be my plot.
Sidney turned it into a Greek tragedy. That was Sidney's idea. Like, oh, you know, this would work. And that's where his knowledge about he's got a lot of knowledge about the history of storytelling.
Melodrama was what he wanted to call it.
Yeah, nobody calls anything a melodrama anymore. That genre doesn't exist anymore.
I want to ask you on a personal question about this. Do you think that, in general, that men would risk everything for sex? I mean, we did.
I got to think about that. I got a call from the secretary. He gets back from China today, and he's very sick.
Oh yeah. Okay. Don't say I said it.
And then he came.
And how did you name such a violent man Dorothy? Where did that come from?
That's something to do with the Wizard of Oz.
I want to. So I heard a couple of stories. First, that this was your first paid gig. Was at the comic strip.
And yeah, ching, $7.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have felt great, huh? You remember?
I gave it all to my wife.
And she put as a down payment on a house, right?
Jeffrey, when you gave me that bone marrow, you saved my entire family. This guy, I said my dad needs a kidney. He didn't ask. He reached behind him, ripped the thing out, and handed it over to me. I love the man.
I just want to welcome you here. You're one of the comic strip family.
First of all, thank you. You know I love you already. Sold out.
Good to see you too, Richie. Richie Tinkin, I like to call Richie the godfather of comedy. He always was the godfather of comedy, but now that he speaks this way, he's really the godfather. Thank you for coming on, bro. It's good to see you, man. Continue. I wish you continued success.
The guy that everywhere you go, you step up in a place, you see him at the front door, you don't know who he is, you know he got to be in there.
You're probably the smartest, best writer I've ever met, and you're a phenomenon.
I just ran into an old friend of mine, Jeffrey Gurian.
How long do we know each other, man? About 1,002 years. Decades. I walked into the Palladium and it just opened. That wasn't rude at all, and I kind of like that, actually. Could you cut it? We have to go take a minute.
I walked in. The first white guy I know that rode around in a pink Eldorado, or pink or tangerine, that he brought from underneath the fingernails of one of the Isley brothers. You gotta be fucking pimp to do some shit like that.
He is mystical. I mean, I can understand what you're saying, but you can't.
He's a level 12 pimp, and you...
For real.
They should give him 2 shows.
They should give that motherfucker 2 shows.